car, Dave?
He has had a great night. Remember, he started 12th on the night. The car has been back and forth on the balance side. But the 9-car Marcus Ambrose, whoa, as you look at Jimmy Johnson trying to pass Ryan Newman coming off a 4. That's a tight battle. They're still side by side there, Alan. Let's send it back to you, but don't forget about Ambrose. He finished 6th here in the spring.
And having a top 5 might hang on there. Jimmy Johnson, sideways.
Is he going to be able to save it?
No. What a hard hit.
We're done, guys. We're in it.
Look at the air that car got with those back wheels. How hard it went into the wall.
Still there. Still with you. Right next to you. Keep it there, babe. Keep it. We're in it.
Watching Jimmy Johnson walk from the medical center, Brad, and up to Dr. Jerry Punch.
First of all, Jimmy, a very, very hard lick. How are you?
I'm okay. That one stung for sure. Just thankful to have safe race cars, safe walls, softer walls, and everything did its job. It was a pretty big impact. So just unfortunate that we're wrecked. We got into turn 1, and I think at 39 just was real tight to my inside or to my outside, and it pulled me around on corner entry. And from there on, I was just kind of hanging on.
You talk about the impact here tonight. How about the impact overall in the title now? You know, people early on counted you out. You bounced back with a big win at Dover. Now 5 races to go. What's your mindset?
We just got to go racing. That's all there is to it. I mean, there's 5 races left, and a lot can happen in those 5 races. But definitely not the night we wanted. I mean, this is not going to help us win a 6th championship. But I promise you, this team and myself, we won't quit. We'll go for every point we can from here on out, and hopefully we're still champions at the end of the year.
Glad you're okay.
Thanks.
Jimmy better off. Matt Kenseth with lane choice. This time, Kyle Busch in that inside lane. Three wide again. Denny Hamlin to the bottom.
A lot of pushing and shoving here. Here comes Casey Kane, 3 wide.
Marcus Ambrose and Hamlin still bouncing off each other. Kenseth, Busch, Edwards, Harvick, Kane, and this knot. Kurt Busch, remember, got the free pass a couple of yellows ago. Right now running in the top 10.
And I'm not sure they're finished wrecking yet.
Here comes Edwards for 2nd on Kyle Busch.
Seen this be a difficult pass to make. Is Edwards, can he hang on to his car here? There's Kevin Harvick, who's worked his way up to the 4th spot now. That's more sparks flying off turn 4 back in the pack.
That's Brian Vickers, who scuffed the wall in the 83. Everybody's okay.
Harvick. Yeah, Swift right there. Casey Kane to the inside.
Kane through. That's 4th place. Now Ambrose on Harvick. And that. Kurt Busch is the lead lap car in there, along with David Reagan in the 6. Some other lap cars mixed up in that.
Brad Keselowski in the 2 is one of the, he's in the lucky dog spot should the caution fall. Yeah, we've heard both the 2 and the 22 complain about their engines tonight. I'm sure they'll have some talks about that at their team meeting this week.
Kurt Busch slipping back. Looks like he's really got his hands full in that 22. David Reagan going to go by him. That's the position.
Man, that was a power slide of Kurt Busch. Scared Paul Menard right there.
Good demonstration of having his hands full.
Yes. That looked like it scared Kurt Busch, though. He didn't back off.
Joey Logano, 20. Ryan Newman, 39. That's for a spot. 10th and 11th. Logano got the free pass just a little bit ago.
Same situation Jimmy Johnson was just in on the inside of that 39.
Contact there.
Teammates.
Paul Menard, 27. Jeff Burton, 31.
Yeah, they're no teammates right now. Go get what you can.
A.J. Allmendinger, 43. Denny Hamlin, 11. That's 7th and 8th.
Allmendinger's had a good night. He slipped back outside the top 10 there for a while, but looked like they've got a handle back for this car.
That smoker just went to the garage area. It was Casey Mears. That's what you saw off of turn 4.
Yep. That momentary side-by-side racing, Carl Edwards and Kyle Busch, gave Matt Kenseth that much gap before Busch was able to shake him. So you have enough time to run him down. Not a lot of laps left.
Jimmy Fennick's done a nice job adjusting this car for Matt Kenseth throughout the night. Had it a little loose for a lot of the night. Looked like they've got it pretty much dialed in right now.
Kenseth slightly faster lap time than Kyle Busch last time. Tony Stewart trying to make up a point if he can get a spot on Denny Hamlin.
Well, it's been a nice rebound for Tony. He was well outside the top 10 after a lot of pit stops in the last 30 laps. Been kind of their theme the last 2 weeks, but he's making a nice effort. Get some more points here.
As they run, still going to lose a little ground to both Carl Edwards and Kevin Harvick, but a little being operative word there.
Yeah, keep them within striking distance. A lot of racing to go for 5 more.
And a big wild card coming next Sunday, Talladega. Anything can happen, and does. 3 laps to go.
One thing Matt Kenseth does not want to see right now is a caution. He knows that he's got plenty enough of a lead to hold Kyle Busch off.
Matt Kenseth started the championship 4th in the standings, was a front runner for most of the race in the opening chase event at Chicagoland Speedway, had to back off to save fuel, then ran out of fuel in the closing laps, wound up finishing in 21st. Followed that up with finishes of 6th at New Hampshire, 5th at Dover, 4th at Kansas. Started the night tonight, 5th in the standings, within 12 positions on the racetrack, 12 points of the leader. In position to nearly half that tonight if he can hold the lead for another lap and a half. Two-time winner this season sees the white flag at the starter stand. 1 more lap to go for Matt Kenseth. Edwards and Kane racing there for 3rd and 4th. Edwards needing to hang on. That could be a valuable point in the championship. Wants to keep that 4 behind him. Last night, Kyle Busch lost the lead on a late restart to Roush Fenway Racing's Carl Edwards. Tonight, it was Matt Kenseth that got by Kyle Busch in the late going. Kyle will have to settle for 2nd again. The Wisconsin driver, Matt Kenseth, scores a win at Charlotte, a huge momentum builder in his championship. It's Matt Kenseth taking race 5 in the chase. Kyle Busch, Edwards, Kane, and Ambrose, your top 5. Tony Stewart with a nice rally for 8th, and Kevin Harvick hanging on for 6th. Jimmy Johnson is going to finish 34th in this one.
Thank you very much, boys. Thank you. Thank you, Jimmy Fennick. You're the man. Yes! That we won this thing. Woo!
First win for Jack Roush since 2002 at Charlotte.
For Matt Kenseth, 3rd win of the season, 2nd win at this racetrack. His first was his first career win. It came back in 2000. He's quiet. He doesn't say a lot. Got a terrific sense of humor. And I think most of his peers in the garage area would agree. He's one heck of a race driver.
He has a tremendous amount of talent, has shown that ever since he came into this series. Showed it once again tonight.
Well, the guys at all the guys pit stops, my engineers, you know, with our changes, everything went really good tonight. The car was close at the end, and Matt, he was mad on his restart, so he made up for that.
And he got that outside line at the end, guys, and really put it to him.
Kyle Busch and Carl Edwards had that race for 2nd, just long enough to allow Kenseth to get away. Talking it over. Although there seemed to be one party doing a lot of the talking there.
Yeah, one was listening a lot.
Carl Edwards, 3rd place tonight. Shannon?
Well, down here with Carl Edwards, we have to ask you, what was that conversation with Kyle like?
We were just talking about the way we were racing there. overall, it was a really good day for our Aflac Fusion. I mean, just really good. I was hoping we'd come here and have a strong run. We led a couple laps. I gotta thank everybody that's behind us. This is our, we're trying to have a championship effort here. We dodged some bullets tonight. Got to thank Aflac, Ford, Kellogg, Scott, Subway, Sprint, all the fans, Wiley X. I think, are we still in the points lead? 5 points. All right, so we stretched out. That's 5 times the lead we had coming in, so that's good.
Absolutely, but great points night for you guys. Did you feel like maybe he was racing you a little hard?
We're fine. We talked about it. I'm fine with it, and we'll just move on. I think it's important, when you don't really know what's going on, you're a little frustrated. It's important to me to just go talk, understand the other guy's position, and hey, this is NASCAR. We're racing as hard as we can, and we didn't wreck each other. That's the big thing.
Thanks, Carl. Great points night for the 99. Mike?
Catching up with Kyle Busch now. Kyle, first off, we saw Carl walk over here. He leaned in your window. What did he say to you?
He just said he didn't like the way I raced him off turn 2 that one time when he got under me, but he made me loose, and it was steering me down the track instead of my butt going up the track, and I was just trying to hold on and not do anything. And then, I side drafted him to stay alongside of him down the backstretch, and that was it. Just trying to keep my position. But that's 17, man. He found something that none of us could find tonight, and made something out of nothing. So he just outdrove me. But great run by the M&M's Camry. Guys did a great job. Gave me a great car. Best run we've had here in a while. But still coming up short.
Big picture. Gained a couple points in the standings. Gained quite a few positions in the standings. How do you look at things now that we've reached the halfway point of this chase?
You got to keep finishing like this. That's all it takes. It's not that hard. We finally finished where we ran, except we didn't. We still lost a position. Which is 4 points essentially, because you get 3 for bonus points of winning a race. So, it's just it's frustrating, but we'll take it. And if we can finish second here on out, we might win this deal. But these other guys, 99-29, finished too good tonight too.
You can understand the frustration, Alan. He led a race high 111 laps, still came home second.
But he has it pegged exactly right. Just keep finishing up front. Keep contending to win races. Let's head to Napa Victory Circle. Matt Kenseth has driven his Ford in after a big win tonight in Charlotte.
Wow, that was something else, especially after all these fuel mileage races, Matt. We've talked about it. Those are strategy races. You won on power tonight.
Yeah, after all the toilet jokes about my restarts, we finally got a good one at the end, and I was pretty mad if I was going to lose this thing on restarts for these guys. So thankfully we got a good one there at the end. I really need to thank Sprint, Ford, Crown Royal. Crown Royal, it's not too late to come back. We don't have any sponsors yet for next year, and this should be a good audition. So, and Fluid Master, of course, for being on this weekend. It was a great night for us.
This has been an interesting Charlotte few weeks here. Your wife, Katie, wasn't able to race in a Celebrity All-Star race here, and then you go to Victory Lane.
Yeah, it's been an interesting few weeks, but can't be prouder of Jimmy Fenning and Mike and Nick and Chip, Robbie, that whole gang. These guys have been doing a great job. We've had really fast cars all 5 races of the chase. Who knows what's going to happen here the next 2 weeks, but we've been strong, and it's nice to get the W.
You're up 2 spots to 3rd. How does that feel?
Well, that's good. I mean, it only matters where you are last lap at Homestead, but it's been a great 5 races, and it always feels great to win. Winning is what racing's all about, and it always feels great no matter where you are in the points.
After tonight, it looks like Matt might be up near the front at Homestead. Shannon?
6th place finish for your second in points, Kevin Harvick. We know how much you love this place. A little bit of a sigh of relief that you got through with the top 10.
We've made it through the first 5, and that was our, we've had a lot of goals that we've achieved this year, and that was one of the goals that we wanted to achieve, was to get through these first 5 races with, having a deficit that was not too great. So 5 points. If you'd have told me we'd come out of Charlotte with a 5-point deficit going into the next 5 races, I'd be really happy. But everybody did a great job on our Jimmy John Chevy. It wasn't great, but it was better at the end of the race than it was in the first half.
Thanks, Kevin. Guys?
Shannon, thanks. Another solid night, if not spectacular, for Kevin Harvick. Kyle Busch, spectacular tonight. Let's not lose sight of the fact that he started last and was in position to win this thing until giving up the lead with 25 laps to go. Championship standings, 5 down, 5 to go in the chase. Obviously the big number tonight, Jimmy Johnson with that 34th place finish.
Yeah, but I think one thing we just heard Matt Kenseth say, they've had a good car all 5 races. Keep going.
And Kyle Busch, he's still in this thing 5 races into the chase. I think this is the best he's been at this point in any chase of his career.